Top 3 scenes that made me emotional in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 5. Honorable mention to Bruno dying. Bruno didn't make this list, but I have to give an honorable mention to his death because I feel like even though he died, we still had time to heal before he really died. Like, we got to see him towards the end of the show and he didn't just die off immediately and we were left with that hurt, pain, and regret. We had time to grieve and really let him go because he stayed for a little bit. I think that's primarily why it wasn't so hard for me to just bawl out in tears and bawl out my eyes out, because he stayed a little bit longer. He gave me the opportunity to miss him. I feel like if you really wanted to break my heart, you shouldn't have did that. However, in that number 3 spot, we got Narancia dying. Do you hear me? When Narancia died, bro, it was so sudden. It was such a quick death. I had no time to process what had happened. By the time it had already happened, it was too late. And I remember exactly how I felt in that exact particular moment at that particular time. I remember being so mad and frustrated with Trish because she wouldn't give Mixta another bullet to drop on the ground. I feel like it was her fault. But no matter who fault I feel like it is, at the end of the day, he had to go. He had to die. It just is what it is. And it really hurt me because Narancia is my favorite character, bro. Like, he is one of them, bro. And for him to get taken away from me like that, it really just sent me into a whole nother realm of sadness, bro. And it's crazy how Narancia is in my number 3 spot, because if the number 3 spot got me feeling like that, you can only imagine what these next 2 finna be. In my number 2 spot, I got Fugo leaving. When Fugo left, bro, or when he chose to stay behind and not go with the rest of the team, I genuinely felt a piece of me leave, because I knew not only was we not gonna see Purple Haze no more, but we wasn't gonna see no more of Fugo for real. And that left a doorway open, a pathway open for Fugo to betray the rest of the team. And it's ironic that I mentioned that, because one of my supporters has sent me an author's note saying that Araki's original intention was for Fugo to betray the team, but instead he just let it be to where Fugo left. And that tore a piece out of me, bro, because Fugo, you were such a vital part to the team. You had such a dope, incredibly overpowered stand. And just for you to just leave me like that, bro, just for you to up and leave and say that they gonna die to the Mafia boss, which they didn't. The Mafia boss is currently the one that's going through an infinite death loop at this moment. You should have had faith in your team, bro, and things probably could have went smoother if you were there. Moving to the number 1 spot, when Abbacchio died. Do you hear me? When Abbacchio died, bruh, I shed tears immediately. Do you hear me? Immediately. Abbacchio dying felt like when you come home from work expecting your food that you've been craving the entire day. You fix your mouth for it. Your mouth watering for it. All to go in that fridge and find out that somebody done ate it already. And that pain that you felt in that moment, times 100. You feel me? Like, when Abbacchio died, it really flipped a switch inside of me, because in that moment, I felt so much hatred for Diavolo, but I realized that I couldn't feel that for him because he was only doing what he had to do, bro. And it messed my whole vibe up. It messed my entire vibe up. I couldn't really even process what I wanted to process in that episode no more. I had to pause it and walk away. I couldn't even watch the episode. I had to pause it and walk away because I didn't want to believe what I just saw happen. Do you feel me? Like, he literally got a hole ripped through his torso and he died immediately, all because he was trying to help a soccer kid take the soccer ball down out the tree. Abbacchio has never done something that generous since he's been in this show. He's been mean the entire time. One track mind. Goal first. The objective comes first. For him to go help that kid, it was unlike Abbacchio, bro, and it was unlike me to ball out the way that I did. Why would he do that to me? It was a cold piece of writing, though. I can't lie. I must admit, you feel me? Like, it hurt me. It brought back traumatic flashbacks of Rengoku and Ace and other characters that was ripped with donuts through their torso. That's another thing. Why is Araki so fond of putting toes through other people's bodies, bro? Like, it's stressful, to say the least. But those are the top 3 scenes that made me emotional in part 5. Y'all be sure to let me know in the comments down below what are the top 3 scenes that made you emotional in part 5. Y'all stay tuned for the next video.